Hey, it's your boy Exodus here, guys. I am glad to be back for one more video, of course. So, two things we're going to be talking about today, right? One of them is going to be, well, the cars that now are legal in America. So, every so years, the car becomes a vintage car. So then you can, import it from another country over to here in America. And one of those cars, well, I'm gonna wait till after the intro to tell you. So stick in and I'll tell you some of the big vehicles that are coming out, and I'll save the best one for last. All right, deuces. And we're back, guys. All right, so cars that are going to be legal here in America. One of them is a Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 5. I'm talking about the one with 280 horsepower. It is a 2-liter 4-banger turbocharged. Like, it is amazing. Like, this vehicle right here was a vehicle that most people have sought after. Some more than others, people that are really into the Mitsubishi line. Well, because of the performance and all that stuff, it is now eligible to be imported into America. Which, since it is considered a vintage car, it is a lot easier to get. Right? So, again, it has to be 20 years old. So, it would be any vehicles now made from 2003 and back are all considered vintage and can be imported no matter what it is. But this vehicle is a beauty. Let's show you some clips over here of this beauty in action, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Just watch. A beauty, isn't she? Now, the next vehicle on our list is gonna throw you in for a loop. All right, so this next vehicle, the Subaru Impreza STI 22B, I believe. Yes, she will be able to finally be imported from Japan. A beautiful car, but there's a little caveat to that vehicle. You'll only be able to drive about 2,500 miles in a year with it. Anything more, you could be getting grounds of pushing a little bit to the limit. But again, no one's gonna be driving 2,500 miles in a vehicle like that often. You gotta think about it. One, gas is expensive, duh. And also, a car like that, you don't want to get damaged. You don't want something bad happening to it. So it's gonna be a garage princess unless you want to take it out, show your friends, or go to a car show. So same as the Mitsubishi, this baby right here is pushing 280 horsepower. Beautiful boxer engine. It is one of the few vehicles that people have driven and love. Especially the 1999 version, it is one to die for. So I'm going to show you some clips of people driving it then, of course not in America, and you can see for yourself why it is a vehicle that a lot of people are seeking and why it is. Beautiful, right? So now, just want to let you know, yeah, it's pretty cool, the STI 22B, it's nice. But last time it was auctioned off anywhere, it was over $250,000 at an auction. So I'm not saying everyone's going to be, getting it imported over here, but let's just say it's, at least now we can, if you can afford it. All right, next one, right? So this one is, I don't know how many people like wagons, station wagons. The era that I grew up in, we had a few station wagons still on the road. Mostly just a family vehicle. I didn't see people driving it, but there's some station wagons that had performance. One of them being the Subaru Legacy GT B-Wagon. I think it's the, I can't remember. It's the EJ 208. Yeah, that, not big on wagons, but with the performance apparently it's able to push, I think it's pretty interesting. This is what it looks like, right guys?
And second turbo.
Okay looking. It's not the best looking vehicles, but I'm pretty sure if you work on it,
oh, that's fun.
she'll end up looking good. You definitely need to check out some videos on this one. This one's pretty good. Yeah, think about it too. It's a sequential turbocharger. Right? It's 2 turbos, and it's a flat 4 engine. You know, gotta love Subaru, and especially when it comes to those box engines, those flat engines. It's just what they're known for, and these vehicles are banned in America for a reason. Performance is a little bit too high for our taste. But that's not even at all the best ones that are still coming to America. Let's go to our next one. Woo, and just under 200 horsepower. The Honda Accord SIR-T. That vehicle. There's so much I can tell you about this vehicle, but one of the main points is that it didn't have a driver override on it. You know, so how most manual vehicles when you're driving, it doesn't let you really like max out the revs when you're trying to push that. Now the beauty about this vehicle is it doesn't stop you. So you'll actually, as you can push it to the very end of the, you know, RPM, and it'll just bounce off. Like the rev limiter is at the very end. There's nothing like cutting the engine beforehand. So like you really can't push this vehicle to the max. The vehicle came out in what, 1997? And I don't know why they didn't continue making vehicles like this, but it's definitely one of the nice perks of it is it, even though it is a 1997, and you know, in the late 90s they did start implementing like, you know, rev limiters and stuff like that, but it wasn't just at the point it is now. So, you know, less electronical limitations on this one, which I don't think really makes, what is it, DOT, Department of Transportation, does not really make them that happy. I don't know. I'm just glad these vehicles are finally coming into the States. You know, so we can explore a little bit and see, you know, I'm not really into the import scene, but hey, to each their own. But these vehicles will definitely be a game changer for the people that do enjoy the import community and like having cars from Japan and other countries. So, I mean, kudos for them. Next one. The Nissan R34 Skyline. Woo! We can finally get it. No, psych. We can't. Unfortunately, not yet. Not yet. You know, hopefully next year, or, you know, if legislation gets a little bit loose with the DOT, we might be able to get it imported. But until then, we have to kind of like settle with its little brother, the Nissan GTS-T model, which, you know, equipped it with the RB, man, my brain today is horrible. RB20 DET. With that equipped in, I mean, you get a nice little rear-wheeled vehicle, turbocharged inline 6 that we're talking about here, and it's a manual transmission. So compared to the GTR, it's technically a better option, but, you know, the 34R is, or the R34 is unreplaceable, right? But, you know, we can settle with this one for now, this GTS-T RB20 DET. Hey, still a beautiful vehicle. It technically is a better option because of the turbocharged inline 6, but, you know, that is the one we're going to have to settle with for now.
What?
But at least this year we're getting a few good cars, you know, for the import wow, for the import side when it comes to vehicles. You know, the car scene is always, that's what I like about the car scene so much, is there's different types of communities that like different type of vehicles, muscle cars, imports, exotic, and all that other stuff. Like, and I'm glad that we're now allowing more of the, you know, older imports that have been considered illegal because of their, you know, specifications, and like sometimes they're you know, 0 to 60 and stuff like that. So I'm glad that we are finally able to get some of these cars in, and hopefully in the future, the Nissan R34 Skyline. But until then, I guess we just have to settle with these. Well, guys, this video is kind of short. I just want to say Merry Christmas. Merry belated Christmas, because I didn't post a video then. But I also want to say Happy New Year, because we are still in New Year's. So, again, please, 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 you know, hit that like button, subscribe, ring that bell notification, just so you can keep track of whenever we post videos. Ricky already started posting some things on Instagram. So we're taking the step in the right direction, right? So we are getting better. And New Year, you know, we'll be able to, hopefully, now that COVID's fully gone out of our systems, you know, that's me praying over here, a lot more people will be open to going to car shows and stuff like that, or sometimes just car meets. I definitely have gotten a lot of contacts that kind of like send me updates about car meets. It's sometimes hard to go there, and a lot of these car meets get busted by the police. So try not to get burned. But yeah, thanks again for watching this week's video, and I will see you next week. All right, deuces.